All right, let's do this. Check your understanding. It's going to be quick. The first thing you need to make sure you have done already is put in your calculator L1 all of the body weights and L2 all of the backpack weights. And so let's see. And so we're going to calculate the equation for the least squares regression line. Remember, the way we can do that is stat calc 8 with our calculator. Hit calculate. And so I'm going to write down y hat equals 16.2649 plus 0.0908x. So y hat equals 16, I already forgot, 0.2649 plus 0.0908x. Let me just double check that. Perfect. All right, now x I had representing the body weight of the student, and then y hat is the predicted backpack weight. All right, so sketch a residual plot for the linear model in question 1. All right, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So if you, on your calculator, so if you do, you can also use Statplet, that would be totally fine with me. But if you go to stat calc 8, you should have already done that. Then what will show up in your second y equals is if we want to do turn plot 1 on, put on the scatter plots, the first one, our x list L1, and then I want you to hit second stat resid for your y list. And then we can hit zoom 9. Now remember, some issues that might come up are if you have anything in your y equals, clear that out. If you look up here and there's other things, other plots on, turn them off. You just go up here, plot 2, turn it off. Plot 3 should be off, only plot 1, and then zoom 9 was the keys for that. And so what I want you to do is if you hit the trace key, then you can see what the values are. And so I want you to just copy a sketch of that onto your paper. I will do the same. I'm going to take a quick picture of it, though, because a lot of other things to also do. Okay. So let's label everything on here. I had my y values as the residuals, so I'm going to write residual. And then my x values were the body weights. So I'm just going to label this axis body weight in pounds. All right, and so my numbers are off, of course. It's okay. Number 3, what does your residual plot indicate about the appropriateness of the linear model? So if you look at your notes, what you should be able to see is that there is apparent randomness, then we have evidence of a linear association, or if there's a clear pattern, that's evidence of a nonlinear association. And so I'm going to say that looks pretty random to me. I'm going to say the residual plot has no clear pattern or apparent randomness, so a linear model is appropriate. Find and interpret S. Okay, so S is our standard deviation of the residuals. It does not get you the right thing if you use stat calc inter, so what we have to use is tests. Stat tests, lin reg t tests. And then we go to calculate, and S is 2.2695 or 2.27. So S equals 2.27. So I want to make sure you guys know where to find your interpretations. This document is a work in progress right now, but we do have interpretation templates. Click this, and you're going to have to memorize these. So make some flashcards, study them, and we're looking for standard deviation of the residuals. So what I would do is I would just take this, the average distance of each observed backpack weight from the LSRL is SY units. And so I'm just going to say that. The average distance of each observed, and you put the Y value in context, so backpack weight is 2.27 pounds from the LSRL. All right, and that's that. Number 3, find and interpret the value of r squared. Okay, well, r squared was also in this list of things. If you scroll down, it's 0.6315, so I'm going to write that down. And then we're going to look at r squared on here. So go back up. Coefficient of determination. So I'm going to write about blank percent, or 63% of the variation in the backpack weights is explained by the body weights. So I just write that. About 63.15% of the variation in the backpack weights is explained by the body weights. And all right, that is the check your understanding. So I'm going to show the whole thing, but please let me know if you have any questions. And then I did have one thing to add about the lesson. I just realized it when we were talking about the coefficient of determination. So I just want to make sure what we notice here back in the lesson is that the definition of least squares regression line was the line that minimizes the sum of the squared residuals. So just make sure everyone knows that this section was actually the residual, the actual minus predicted. And so the line of best fit is the line that fits the data the best, such that this number is smaller than that one. And so that's how that works. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. All right, we are done for today. Make sure you do your online assignment. It should be in my AP. And please email us with any questions or concerns. Thank you so much. Have a great day.